I was living in Colorado Springs, going to high school. There was in the area I lived, the school district had its high school actually on the grounds of the U.S. Air Force Academy. No, very, very few people do when you're 14 or 15. I had an idea. I was interested in airplanes, and what later I realized was called aeronautical engineering. Many members of my family had been in military service. I was interested in military service as well. So I had some ideas, but I didn't have any specific plan that I was going to do exactly these things.
Well, my case is I decided that sometime earlier in high school I wanted to be a pilot. So the summer between my junior and senior year of high school, I applied to the Naval Academy and was accepted. And so when I graduated from high school, I was in uniform a month later.
In high school, I was looking at opportunities at different colleges and different ways that I could go to college. And one of the big things I wanted to do is I wanted to avoid all the debt that comes with college. And so I started looking into possibly doing military, possibly doing something like the National Guard. And started talking to the recruiters, and after a little bit of time, I really was happy with the National Guard service. So serving the community more than going overseas. And I was really excited with the aspect of being able to go to college and not have all the debt that comes with college. Get a good education and get that out of the way without having to pay a bunch of money out of pocket. So I decided to go ahead and join.
Well, it takes time. I didn't at first. I remember vividly going off to college, Purdue University in Crespin engineering, and I was very afraid I wasn't smart enough to be an engineer. Eventually, I decided that you have to try and try your best, and maybe you'll find out you're not smart enough. But I decided to put my best effort into that, and I was able to do very well. It's often people, if you push yourself, or you end up in a place or people that pushes you, find you can do more than you think you can. Well, again, that's not something that happens in any tidy or quick fashion. When it came to the military service, I was interested in being a reservist, and I pondered whether, which branch of service I should try to be in. And I eventually settled on applying to the Army. I wanted to be in a branch of service that was different. It did different kinds of things than what I did in my civilian job, and I thought I would, by pushing myself to try to do something different and learn new things, I'd grow as a person and maybe be a little better for it. I think each person has to decide for themselves what success means for them. There's certainly no standard definition of it. But for me, I was interested in aircraft design and later space. I've done those things. I was interested in being an Army reservist for several years. I was for a time. You have to decide what you want to be and think about why you want to be something, and then how to get there. Often that involves talking to a lot of other people. I think almost nobody becomes successful, by their definition or any other alone. You need to find other people that have done the kind of thing you're interested in and learn from them, and that can help you. That certainly helped me many times. So success is what you define it to be, and that's very different for a lot of other people. But I think it has to come from within. Persistence and the ability to get through failure, learn from your mistakes, and try again and do better is very important. I would say that often the habits that help you succeed professionally and in your personal lives as adults start early. So learning how to be disciplined, learning how to work hard, learning things like foregoing near-term pleasure for sake of some long-term goal or important skills and attributes to develop. when you're young, because they'll use them, you know, with the exception of very few people, you build and work your way up through life. So if you do well in high school by developing some good work and study habits, excel in some extracurricular activities so you get some breadth, that gives you a chance to go to college or into some occupation where you get to do that all over again. And then after, you know, if you go to college, or if, say, you serve an apprenticeship in a professional trade, you then will have to start all over. So it takes time to work your way up. I really think that patience, persistence, and hard work are still the best qualities that you guys can have to build a good life for yourself.
Well, the military is a different beast. It's different from anything else in the corporate world in that we like to joke that we sell our souls, but it's pretty true. In the military, you have a lot of instability. You have a lot of unpredictability. Like this week, for example, I got a call last Friday saying that they needed me to come in this Wednesday through Sunday. The only notice I got was about 4 days' notice. I got this call last Friday, and I have to go. It's something I have to do. So with the military, you might have a set schedule, but that set schedule is always subject to change, and so you just got to be prepared to do anything. You also have to be be very patient, because you have a lot of crap that you have to put up with, especially when you first go in. You're going to have a lot of people over you who don't know how to do anything. Common sense isn't so common. There's a lot of stupid people in the military, and sometimes they'll make life miserable for you. So you got to be able to put up with that, deal with it, and get over it.